All right, so you might have noticed we got a little bit more piping done. We ran all the way up into here. Again, we did some time-lapse videos. Not everything hit its mark 100%, and unfortunately we ran out of material. So I don't have any more 2-inch to get us going, but I do have us to that point right there. Sucks. I gotta order more. She's not perfect, but boy, she looks cool. We've got quite a bit done. I really wish we didn't run out of material. We're literally like 1 foot shy of
finishing it.
I never know how much to get because I never.
We usually overbuy, which is the funny part.
Nothing is ever planned. It's just I see it in my head and I'm like, we're gonna do it like this, or vice versa. Christina comes up with good ass ideas too. She welded up good. Or tacked up good. All right. Well, it's a lot of welding.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 welds so far. Still gotta finish the rest here. It's all good. The only downfall about having to add on material is, oh, here, you do this.
Yeah.
So the only downfall about, because now I have to add on material, and I got to add it on in this back section over here. And when I add it on, it's going to make it look like, there we go. Yep, that's pretty on there, pretty good. So when I dropped that one nut.
I already got it, honey.
JK. So yeah, when I add on to it, it's going to look like a mess up. It's going to look like I did something wrong because I got to add it. There's going to be a weld right here. I wish I could have had it a complete run, you know, and then add on. But now what it's going to do is it's going to look like I messed up. I didn't mess up. I just ran out of material. Remember that. I do mess up though. Remember, I built 2 left sides of this bed one time. It was a $230 mistake, and that was at a discounted price as well. So trust me, anybody messes up, man. That looks pretty good, actually. It's nice and straight. Will she stay?
She stays.
That's not too bad. A little bit. I'm just trying to see if I could cheat the difference. And then we'll put a piece of steel right here, stainless, with our logo template, and TIG these two together, and then this thing will come off in one piece. Maybe. Cool though.
The idea.
Tell me what you guys think. If it looks cool, or if it looks like, oh, that's crooked a little bit. It's not too bad, man.
I'd say it's not bad.
She gotta go like that. Oh, yeah, I think so. I think rolling down the street and seeing that, I'd be like, what? Are you kidding me? I think people are gonna be like semi trucks. They're gonna be looking in there, and then normal traffic, they won't get the chance because I'll be so far ahead.
They'll hear it.
They'll hear it. They'll be like, what was that? For our mock-up turbo. That's not the turbo that we're gonna be using. This is actually the turbo right here. That we're going to be using. It's just powder coated. It's all pretty, so we're not going to mess it up, but we do have this spare turbo it's also good. I mean, we could run this one if we wanted to, and we may. We're not sure yet. Oh, you got to take that off first. This has got to go in. It's like a giant puzzle. Everything has its own little happy place. So this piece, I wanted to make it like a full section all the way to the intercooler. I don't like using silicone couplers and stuff, but I am going to have to use a silicone coupler on this guy. What I'm going to probably do is I'm going to kick it like a 45 and bring it out, just a little stub piece with a rib on the end of it, for the, what's it called? A bead. It's called a bead. Roll a bead on there, and that way it gives it something for the silicone to grab. but I didn't want a silicone coupler on the end of this guy. It's already V-banded. So we went with, contacted Borg Warner and got one of these cold side flanges. And it kind of gives it a better look, you know. But let's drop that down in there. It's funny, it falls like right into place. And then this guy slides right on like that.
I think I got it cocked pretty well.
And she's on pretty good. With this guy. All this hardware, it's all that they sent. It's a stainless band, and it's a carbon bolt that goes through it, which you know, it's like you pick your poison. Do you want galled up threads or a little bit of surface rust? You know, it's kind of bummer that it's gotta be like that, but it is what it is, man.
Here, let me move these.
Rubbin's racing. Okay, so let's get you.
Let's see. How about I hold it up?
Yep. The setup that you're gonna see, the oil line here. I have a hole cut out back behind here, so this oil line will go there. The oil return you can't see because it sits on a pedestal. The pedestal is welded to the whole frame, and the turbo mounts on top of the pedestal, and the pedestal is actually the oil drain. So the turbo is mounted from the oil drain, essentially, which it's a good design. It works. It will work. You'll see. I'll show you. So I guess that's pretty much where we're at now.
All right, guys. Till next time.
See ya. All right, here we are. TalentFab. Little update on the COE. It's all ripped apart. As you can see, this shop's a f***ing disaster, but that's just how it's supposed to be. So I got the steering installed. Let me turn this around. I'm on the gimbal. Oh. So we got the steering installed. Definitely jerry-rigged, I guess you would say. It's solid as man. It's gonna hold this 3/8 plate. The Schedule 40 pipe. It'll hold, man. And then OEM shaft modified to work. And then the gearing box. So all this is temporary. I'll cut all that out of there, and these will stay, and I'll come off of them to the chassis or to the cab and make all that when the cab goes in. Engines here. I just picked up these ICT billet covers. Special shout out to them for sponsoring this build, right? Look at that. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. So now we can wash this dirty old pig. Whoever had this engine before us definitely didn't care about the servicing, and it's going to be done right. We're going to order the rotating assembly for it, and I got the cams in. They're sitting back there. Boom, boom. Cams, push rods, valve springs, retainers, caps, all that good stuff. Multi-layer gasket, LS9 gasket. Then we gotta get ARP head studs, a couple other things, intake, throttle body, stuff like that. Gotta paint this all up. I'm not gonna tell you what color it's going. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be cool. It's definitely not gonna match anything on the truck whatsoever. It's gonna be its own little entity. So when you pop it, it's gonna be like, wow, where'd that color come from? You know, okay, that looks cool. That's what we're expecting. I just made the, ICT, you know. And then, trans, it's done. Ready to go. Just put a HD2 shift kit in it. And then, that's really it. And just went from AM fittings. So we can go to the True Cool 40K trans cooler, which is over here. I also made a little fan shroud for that. So I got two 6-inch fans, little push fans. I'm not going to worry about sealing all this stuff. I don't think I'm going to stress about it. I think it's still going to do its job. I'm pretty sure it's going to pull through there. So, and then use some nut certs and screwed it in. So now we'll put another one right there and just kind of tie that in. Also just welded the fittings straight on. This weekend, goal is to have functional brakes. Rip this off, put brake calipers on, wash the dirty pig, get that cleaned up, and then brake calipers, get the brake lines installed. They're sitting over there by the vise, which I've never done brakes before either. I mean, like brake lines and stuff like that. You know, I've never done brake lines, so I'm gonna do brake lines for the first time. Me and Christina both. We're gonna do it. Yeah, steering rack's done. I'll show how I did that also on the end. Where do we go? Oops, let's go down. All right, so I took the TalentFab's kit and I cut it and I plug welded it and seal welded it around the end too. You can see over here I didn't clean that one yet. It'll ride. The only downfall to this is if my rack and pinion were to fail down the road, then I would have to send it off and get it rebuilt because of those. It is what it is. We're pretty much on the final, we're like the downhill slide of this journey so far. Everything we got, we've needed. I remember 6 months ago, we were like, what are we gonna do for an engine? We had no clue. 1 year ago, this was a big white box truck. It was I had 2 frames, had to rip the COE off of one frame, chop it up, get it on, and I did that at another house. And then worked on this thing. My girlfriend and I, kids were over there chopping it up. We had little kids with grinders and cut wheels just going to town on this stuff, man. Chopped it all up. Zero knowledge whatsoever about, like, no experience, should I say that. I got some knowledge with like fabrication and stuff, but never done none of this before, ever. This is all new to us. I don't think it come out too bad. I don't think it looks that bad. And when this engine's done, and this trans is in, and this thing's running, them tires are going bye-bye. But that's it. I'm gonna get off here, continue getting some stuff done around here. I got some more projects coming up, so I'm not gonna have as much time to work on the COE. So, but that's okay. We'll get them done. Till next time, see you guys later.